Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SOFIA binti MAHARAM and this is my friends.
My name is SYAZANA binti Yusuf.
And I am AFINA binti IBRAHIM.
So today we would like to present about strategies for teaching English in a bilingual or multilingual classroom. Next. Strategies that we have is interactive read aloud, using multicultural picture books, and teaching language using flashcards. Next. So, my strategy is interactive read aloud. Okay, next. Okay, what is interactive read aloud? Interactive read aloud is a teaching method where the teacher reads a book aloud but doesn't just read it straight through. They ask open questions, explain unfamiliar vocabulary, and invite children to connect the story to their own experiences. This makes story time an engaging two-way interaction rather than a passive activity. This strategy will give the teacher the opportunity to model pronunciation, intonation, and fluent language use. Why interactive read aloud effective in bilingual or multilingual context? First, it models rich and expressive language in more than one language. Children are exposed to fluent use of vocabulary, intonation, and sentence structure in both their first and additional language. Second, it enables code switching. Teachers can introduce a new word in English and immediately reinforce it with its equivalent in Malay or Tamil. This practice helps children build a retained vocabulary in both languages. It also supports deeper understanding by making the meaning and more accessible. Third, interactive read aloud encourage cross-language connections. Children begin to notice similarities and differences between words and sentences, such as in different languages. This helps them to make mental connections, which not only supports language development, but also improve their cognitive flexibility and the ability to switch thinking between language and concepts easily. Next. Together, these elements make interactive read aloud a powerful tool in bilingual education settings. So now, code switching example. Let's look at this sentence. The squirrel climbed the tree. When followed by its Malay translation, tupai itu memanjat pokok. Children are able to match both versions, increasing retention and understanding. Such parallel exposure to both language is especially helpful for children with limited proficiency in one of them. The next, cultural relevance of books. Books are powerful mirrors and windows. For children, hearing names, places, or food they recognize in stories affirms their identity and makes them feel seen. For example, reading local folk tales like sang kancil and buaya not only excites children but validates their cultural roots. At the same time, reading diverse literature can introduce them to other cultures, promoting empathy and respect. Next slide. Okay, now real life example. The name jar. Activity share name meanings in home language, use visual and sounds, promote expression and respect. In one multilingual preschool in Kuala Lumpur, a teacher read the name Ja, which is a story about a girl adjusting to a new name in school. The teacher asked children to share the meaning of their own names in their home language and even use a name chart. Children spoke in Tamil, Mandarin, and Malay. Visual aids, songs, and props help deepen engagement. This creates a space of mutual respect and pride. Next slide. Okay. Let's recap some benefits. First, vocabulary development. Children learn new words in context, which helps retention. Second, support oral language development. Comprehension improves as children are asked to explain or predict. Third, encourage critical thinking. Critical thinking is developed through discussion. Children are encouraged to express their ideas verbally, which is a crucial skill in bilingual or multilingual language acquisition. Next slide. Okay, so now challenges or issues in implementation. Of course, this strategy is not without its challenges. Quality multicultural books, especially those written in Tamil, Mandarin, or indigenous language, are still limited. Some books may unintentionally contain with stereotypes. In addition, English and Malay often dominate, which risk sidelining children's home language. This affects how validated children feel in the classroom. Next slide. Okay, now solutions to Solutions to overcome challenges. Educators can address these issues by actively rotating their book selections to reflect the diversity of their classroom, including books from multiple cultures, even homemade books using children's stories, involving families by inviting them to read in their language or contribute stories, enhance classroom inclusivity. Next slide. Okay, now educator's role. The educator's role is central. They must carefully select texts that are age-appropriate, linguistically accessible, and culturally respectful. Pre-reading planning is a key, such as deciding where to pause for questions or which parts need clarifications. Post-reading activities like drawing scenes, using puppets, or retelling stories in another language further support learning. Next slide. Short demo idea. Let me give a short example. The girl dance under the moon. Gadis itu menari di bawah bulan. Now I could ask, why do you think she is dancing? Or what do you see in this picture? This simple question invite children to participate actively. The teachers also can even use realia or puppets for younger learners. Next slide. Okay, for the conclusion of this strategy, interactive read-aloud strategy is more than just reading. It is a bridge that connects children's language, culture, and imagination. It gives all learners a voice, values their backgrounds, and helps them thrive linguistically and emotionally. That's all from me. Thank you.
Today, I'm going to read you a story, and it's called I Am a Cat. The author, wait a second, what's an author? What's an author? What's an author?
It's wrote the letters.
They wrote the story. They wrote the actual story. Say illustrator.
Illustrator.
Is the person who drew the pictures, okay? I see a little kitten And then I see these behind, these like legs. I'm not sure what that is. I want you to take 5 seconds to look at this picture. I am a cat. What do you think this book might be about? What do you predict? I want you to say, I predict, and then whatever you're going to say. Predict something. I'm so proud of you for participating. That's awesome. Thank you. Hello, my name is Simon. I am a cat, just like you.
I'm not a cat.
Huh? Wait a second. This page does not have any words. Do you see words on this page?
No.
I want you to say stop and think.
Stop and think.
That means that the author, the illustrator, wants you to think about the pictures. There's no words, but looking at the pictures, how do you think these animals feel? The cat just said, I'm a cat, just like you. And then they're like, what do you think that means, Hunter? I love that word. Say they're surprised.
They're surprised.
Why do you think that they're surprised? They're like, a cat? Just like us? What? What does that mean? Ha 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 ha, he he he, ha 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 ha. They're laughing. They're laughing. Laugh with me. Ah, ha 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 ha. A cat, said Lion. Don't be silly, dear boy. You can't be a cat because I am a cat. And you are nothing like me at all. Cats have a mane. Say mane.
Mane.
Mane is like the hair around them.
I hear one.
And a tuft at the ends of their... So sorry. When I'm talking, you're not talking. Mane and a tuft at the ends of their tails. And when they roar, everybody trembles. For they are the kings of all beasts. A cat, said Puma. That's ridiculous. Cats live in a mountain. That's why people call us mountain lions. They leap far, jump high, act tough. I know fuzzy little rabbits that look tougher than you. Cat, Jaycon. Cats are black, said Panther. They live in jungles and rainforests and sleep in trees. Have you ever seen a jungle? I think they're making Cat feel. How do you think they're making Cat feel, Jay?
Feel him disappointed.
Maybe he's disappointed. What do you notice about all of these cats? What do you notice about them? What do you notice about them? Some have spots, some have hair, some are big, some are small. What does that mean? That they're all what?
Different, but they're still all the same because they're all cats.
They're
And they're in
different.
a cat family.
I love that. Take that and put it in your brain. Take it, put it in your brain. Flip. A cat, said Tiger. That's very funny. You see, cats are very big and very strong and very, very orange. You are small and gray. You might be some kind of rat, but a cat? I don't think so. Simon was confused. Lion is the only one with the maze. No one else is black like Panther or orange like Tiger. No one else can jump as high as Puma or can run as fast as Cheetah. So how can all of you be cats? Because we also have many things in common, said Lion. We all have small, perky ears and flat noses, long whiskers and long tails. We have sharp teeth and claws and big eyes that can see in the dark. So do I, said Simon. I have all of those things, only smaller. They all leaned in for a closer look. Ah, said Lion. Oh, said Puma. In that case, said Panther. It's very possible that, said Tiger. You're a cat, said Cheetah. So, I'm part of the family? asked Simon. The big cats looked at one another. Everyone look at each other. We're gonna say yes. 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
They all said together. And they spent the rest of the day pouncing. The rest of the day pouncing and prowling, prancing and playing like cats of all sizes do. Wait a second. This book was about cats and how they're different.
Yeah.
But the author wrote this book to teach you a lesson. What do you think the author wants? Are we cats?
No.
What do you think the author is teaching you in this book? He wants to teach you a lesson. Take 10 seconds to silently think. When you think you have the answer, give me a thumbs up. Anyone want to add on to Amelia? You're going to say, I want to add on to Amelia. Jaycon, nice and loud.
The author.
I want to add on to Amelia.
I want to add on to Amelia because the author wrote this book to show people that some people are not the same and don't have the same things, but they're still people.
They're still people, right? And we can be kind to everyone, even if they're different than us, right? Love that. Kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Throw the
Glitter and make it rain.
All right, we have.
Next, I will be presenting a teaching strategy that is both effective and meaningful for bilingual and multilingual children in early childhood classroom. The strategy I have chosen is the use of multicultural picture books to support English language learning, especially in speaking and listening. In this presentation, I will explain how the strategy works, what activity can be done, the challenges, and why is it suitable for young bilingual and multilingual learners. Next. So what is multicultural picture books? Multicultural picture books is a storybooks that contain character, setting, and tradition from different cultures around the world. According to iJoin 2023, these books are valuable because they introduce children to new vocabulary and also teach them about cultural values. One of the most important aspects is that children can see characters who look like them or sound like them. This builds self-identity and cultural pride, which is very important for children who speak other language at home or come from minority background. It also helps them become more interested and confident in learning English. Next. This strategy is very helpful in building both speaking and listening skill in young learners. First, when the teacher read the story aloud, a new vocabulary is introduced in context. For example, if the story is about Ramadan, the children will learn words like mosque, fasting, and iftar. As the teacher show picture and explain each word simply, the children can listen carefully and practice saying the words out loud. Second, after reading the story, the teacher can organize role-playing activities where children can act out scenes such as celebrating a festival and use the word they just learned. This will improve their speaking fluency in a fun and natural way. Third, children can share their own personal experience related to the story. For example, after a story about Eid, the teacher might ask, "What food do you eat during the celebration?" This helps the children to practice using vocabulary in real conversation and strengthen their listening and turn-taking skills. Next. There are many clear benefits of using multicultural picture books in a bilingual or multilingual classroom. Firstly, they help to enhance vocabulary and language skill, where the children are exposed to new words within the meaningful stories. This helps them to understand the word better and remember them longer. They don't just memorize the words. They see them. They can see them, and they can use it in the real situation. Secondly, these books improve speaking and listening skills. Through reading aloud, repetition, and discussion, this strategy encourages children to listen actively, speak confidently, and share experience. Third, multicultural books promote cultural awareness and empathy. When children see different customs, clothing, celebration, or food, they begin to understand and respect other cultures. At the same time, they feel proud when they see their own culture represented in a book. Another benefit is that it encourages participation and engagement. The use of visual, stories, and character help children feel interested and excited about learning. They become more willing to talk and ask questions and share ideas. Lastly, this strategy creates an inclusive learning environment. Every child, no matter what their background is, feels respected and included. This builds their self-esteem and help them to feel safe to express themselves in English. Next. Interactive activities makes this strategy even more powerful. One common method is share reading, where the teacher reads aloud and the children repeat short phrases while pointing to the picture. This helps children to build vocabulary and understanding through the repetition. Another activity is drawing scene from the story. Children can draw their favorite part and describe it in English. This can help the children to recall and express story event. We can also use matching games where the children match a new vocabulary word to the correct image to reinforce memory and word recognition. Lastly, we can include song flashcards and games related to the story topic. These tools help review vocabulary and make the lesson more fun, engaging, and more memorable. As stated by Gezer and Malik, 2021, such activities help children improve memory and comprehension. Next. Even though multicultural picture books are useful, there are several challenges that teachers may face. The first challenge is that some cultural topics may be unfamiliar to the children. For example, a book about Diwali may include traditions that the children don't understand. Without a proper explanation, the children may not be able to relate it to the story. Second, many schools have limited access to diverse books, so teachers may not have enough materials that reflect different cultures. Third, some picture books are use the advanced language or sentence structures that are too difficult for preschool children to understand. Next. Although using multicultural picture books can present a few challenges, there are practical solutions that teachers can use to overcome them. One solution is to provide background knowledge before reading the story. For example, if the story is about a festival that the children have never heard of, the teacher can show real-life photos or video to give some context. This helps children to connect better to the content. Another solution is to use the digital resources such as online storybooks or interactive videos. This can be easily accessed for free and offer a wider range of multicultural materials that may not be available in the classroom. Finally, teachers can connect Teachers can connect the story to children's real life experience by asking questions like, what celebration do you have at home? Or have you worn something like this before? Teachers can help the children see the relevance of the story to their own life. This makes learning more personal and meaningful. Next. Teachers play an important role in making this strategy successful. Firstly, they must choose books that are accurate, respectful, and age-appropriate. Books that contain stereotypes or views should be avoided. Instead, teachers should select stories that reflect cultural diversity in a positive and meaningful way. Secondly, teachers should create an open and inclusive classroom environment where all the children feel safe and confident to express themselves. They can do this by encouraging the children to share their own cultural stories or experience related to the book. Lastly, teachers should support comprehension and vocabulary by using visual aids, asking simple questions, and providing repeated exposure to the new words and concepts. When done thoughtfully, multicultural picture books can become a powerful tool in supporting both language and social development. Next. One great example of a multicultural picture book is Golden Domes and Silver Lanterns, a Muslim book of color by Hannah Khan. This book introduced colors using elements of Islamic culture like a red prayer rug, a silver lantern, and a blue hijab. The text is short and poetic, and the illustrations are beautiful and meaningful. This book can help the children to learn color vocabulary in English. They can understand culture, practice, and feel proud of their identity. It also teaches other children to appreciate and respect Muslim culture. So this book support both language learning and cultural understanding at the same time. Next. Based on real-life classroom experience, multicultural pictures book can create a big impact on the children. For example, children who are usually shy or quiet may become more confident when they see their own culture in a story. They also feel proud when they see their own culture in the books. They may start to speak more and join the classroom discussion. Multicultural books also help to build the friendship as children talk about their experiences and learn from one another. Most importantly, this book makes children more open-minded and accepting of the different cultures, which is very important in a diverse and modern society. Next. So why this strategy is effective? This strategy is very effective in bilingual and multilingual classroom because it provides both a language input and cultural connection. Children learn new words not just from a list but from a story they can relate it to. They can see, hear, speak, and they can understand the language better when it is connected to their personal life or culture. Multicultural books make learning more interactive, enjoyable, and relevant. They also build a classroom where everyone feels included and respected. Next. In conclusion, the use of multicultural picture books is a highly effective strategy for supporting bilingual and multilingual learners. as it teach new vocabulary in an enjoyable and meaningful way, while promoting empathy, respect, and cultural understanding among young children by creating a more inclusive classroom environment and encouraging open discussion about different tradition and background. This approach not only enhance language development but also build confidence and a sense of belonging. With careful planning and thoughtful selection of materials, teachers can ensure that this strategy has a lasting positive impact on the children learning and social growth. That's all for multicultural picture books. Thank you for listening.
We're different, we're the same, and we're wonderful. We're different, our noses are different. We're the same, our noses are the same. They breathe and sniff and sneeze and whiff. Our hair is different. Our hair is the same. It grows on us in several places. It warms our heads and frames our faces. Our mouths are different. Our mouths are the same. Their lips form the words we say and smile when it's a happy day. Our skin is different. Our skin is the same. It tells us something's cold or hot, or wet or dry. It knows a lot. Muscles and bones are wrapped inside it. We all have blood and skin to hide it. It keeps in warmth, it keeps out dirt. It warms us so we don't get hurt. Our eyes are different. Our eyes are the same. They see, they blink, they weep, they wink. Our bodies are different. Our bodies are the same. They stretch and bend and work and play. They all need food and rest each day. They dance and wriggle and ride a bike. They might look different, but they're alike. Our feelings are different. Our feelings are the same. Lonely, worried, scared, excited, happy, loving, glad, delighted. We're the same, we're different. That's what makes the world such fun. Many kinds of people, not just one. A rainbow would be boring if it were only green or blue. What makes a rainbow beautiful is that it has every hue. So aren't you glad you look like you? We're different. We're the same. We're wonderful. The end.
Okay, next, I will be presenting the topic teaching language using flashcards in bilingual or multilingual context, which focuses on how visual tools like flashcards can support young children in learning languages. Okay, next. Okay, before I continue, let me explain what exactly are flashcards. Okay, first, flashcards are small cards that usually contain a picture on one side and a word or phrase on the other. Like I show on this side, I showed a picture. Like for the flashcard, in front, they put the picture and the character, and at the back of the flashcard, it put the how to pronounce the character itself. And then the second one is in the classroom, flashcard often show both the image and the word together, like this picture. And for example, a flashcard may show a picture of an apple with the word apple written underneath, and sometimes even in more than one language, like in English and Malay. Okay, they are simple but powerful tools that can help children connect what they see with how the word sounds and looks when written. Because they are visual and hands-on, flashcards are usually helpful for young children who are still developing their reading and language skills. Okay, next. Okay. In the field of language learning, many theories support the use of visual aids like flashcard itself. For example, Piaget talks about the importance of concrete learning, and Vygotsky emphasized social interaction, which both of which align well with using flashcards. Input hypothesis also support the idea that visuals can make language input easier to understand. So, in a classroom with different language, pictures and flashcards can break language barriers, increase interest, and help children's thinking skills. They are useful for learners of all ages and backgrounds. Okay, next. Okay. For the use of flashcards, flashcards are very effective in bilingual or multilingual early childhood classroom. According to Han, 2022, they help children improve vocabulary, listening, reading, and even writing in more than one language. Okay. When we show flashcards with both pictures and words, it helps children to connect images with words and sounds to how it sounds and how it's written, which is boost memory and comprehensions. And for example, children might play a game where they listen and point to the correct word or repeat after the teacher. This helps them train their ears and start recognizing simple words. Next. Okay. Flashcard in actions. Flashcards are not only for looking, they are also support movement and sounds, which makes learning more fun and effective. For instance, it helps in multisensory learning, which is like visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And for instance, in a lessons about animal, a teacher can show a flashcard of a cat with the word cat in English and kucing in Malay. Then children repeat words like a cat, match picture to word and write the word. Later, they match the word and try to write the word themselves. This kind of active and repeated exposure really helps children build their confidence and vocabulary in both languages. Next. Okay, for the benefits of flashcards, there are many benefits of using flashcards. They show pictures with words in different languages. For example, a flashcard for Apple might show the word in English, Malay, and Korean, which are English, they use apple, and for Malay, it use apple, and in Korean, it use sabwa. Okay. Also, the use of color symbols can distinguish the language. It use colors and symbol to distinguish the language, which help children to know which language they are learning. Okay, next, flashcard also make learning more fun through games like matching and guessing, which encourage interactive games. They can play it with their friends, which build the interactive in interactive and social skills in the classroom. Okay. They are especially helpful for shy children because they offer a non-scary way to practice speaking. And teacher also like them because they can use for many topics like animals, numbers, or colors, and are easy to carry around, which are portable, adaptable, and enjoyable for diverse learners. Okay, next. However, there are also some challenges in using flashcards to teach language in bilingual or multilingual context. Okay. For instance, some ideas are hard to show with pictures, like abstract concept, which disappointed movement. It's hard to show in the flashcard itself, and also some picture some pictures may not work in every culture. For example, a picture of rice cooker might confuse children who don't use that at home, which they do not know the rice cooker because they don't eat rice. Okay, sometimes children also feel shy or scared to speak up, especially if they are just starting to learn English, which uh which usually happens at early stage. Also, in from the teacher side, it takes time to prepare good quality, culturally appropriate flashcards. There are also practical problems like keeping so many flashcards organized or making sure everyone can see them clearly. Okay, next. Okay. To solve these problems, teachers need to use flashcards together with other teaching methods. Okay. For example, balance visual tools with other teaching methods, gradually shift from visuals to text-based comprehension, customize visuals according to learners' background and classroom size, continual innovation and creative integration needed for maximum impact. For the previous example of challenges, like it's difficult to carry around or to organize the flashcard itself. To overcome this, teacher can use the digital flashcard to make it easy to organize and using LCD to show to the in front of the classroom to make children or the student can see it clearly and understand what the teacher gonna teaching them. Okay. With creative plannings and variety, it is also okay, for other example, it's also important to design flashcards carefully and considering things like culture, classroom size, and learners' needs. With creative plannings and variety, flashcard can continue to be a powerful tools in teaching language for bilingual and multilingual contexts. Okay, next. Okay. In conclusion, using pictures and flashcards is a great way to teach language, especially in bilingual or multilingual settings. Even though there are some difficulties, the benefits are much greater. To get the best results, teachers need to be creative and combine this method with others. Okay. If done well, flashcards can really help students become more confident and skilled in using language.
Let's play a little game. two of you. Who wants to try? Who wants to try? Okay, Sunny and Susie. Come over there. Please stand in the middle. Okay, like this. Great. Back to back. Okay. I'm gonna give each of you a card. Okay? But all others must be quiet. I give each of you a card. Okay? But you mustn't look at it. Look forward. Okay. One for you. Alright. One for you. When I say one, you make a step forward. Okay? Back up. Alright. Others, please be quiet. Okay? Great. Here we go. One, step forward. Two, another step forward. Three, another step forward. When I say turn back, you turn back and try to say what's on your friend's card. Okay? When I say turn back, you turn around and try to say what's on your friend's card. Okay? Then you say it loudly. Okay? The first to say it is the winner. Okay? You ready? All right, one more time. Here we go. One, two, three. Turn back. Yes. Good job. But be careful, Sunny. You cannot be like this. No. Okay? Hold the card like that. Okay? All right. Let's play again. Come on. Back to back again. Back to back again. All right, my baby. Good job. Okay. Hold it like that. Okay. Don't hide it. Good. Here we go. One, two, three. Turn back. Good job, Susie. Susie was so fast. Great. Give it five. Okay. Give it five. All right, girls. Thank you very much. Sit down, please. Sit down.
Okay. That's all from me. Thank you. That's all from us. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Hope you enjoy this presentation. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.